Ever tried eating breakfast and realized your cereal is just Slack messages in disguise? You're sipping coffee like a warden while guarding your own cell. That cozy job you keep hugging is actually a teddy bear that fights back. You wake up, open your laptop, and log into your job like you're clocking into prison. The fluorescent lights may be digital this time, but the bars are real. You just can't see them. Your monitor is your cell window, and your Slack notifications are the guards making rounds. The scary part? You're not just the prisoner. You're the warden too. You chose this routine, you defend it when friends ask, and you reassure yourself that stability is freedom. But what if the stability is actually the lock, and your fear of leaving is the key you never touch? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see that job hugging might be the most expensive comfort blanket in tech. Job hugging sounds cozy, doesn't it? Like clinging to your role like a teddy bear during a thunderstorm. But in reality, it's the quiet decision to stay in an underwhelming or unchallenging tech job because the unknown feels scarier than the dull present. You know the drill. You tell yourself you'll wait for that promotion or that the next project will be different. Meanwhile, the months slide by and your skills silently rust under the weight of routine. It's not loyalty. It's fear wrapped in a neat corporate hoodie. Be honest. Have you ever stayed in a job just because leaving felt riskier than staying? Tell me in the comments if you're nodding right now. Job hugging in tech isn't just about comfort, it's about cost. While you're hugging that job like it's your favorite hoodie, the industry is sprinting forward. New frameworks, new tools, new languages. Python wasn't always hot, and AI wasn't always eating the world. But staying still while tech moves is like trying to win a marathon by sitting down at the starting line. Suddenly, recruiters don't call as much. Your portfolio feels outdated, and your 5 years of experience starts to look like 1 year of experience repeated 5 times. That's not seniority, that's stagnation. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Job hugging is trending globally. A recent analysis showed that after waves of layoffs, especially in the US and Europe, workers are terrified of leaving safe jobs, even if they hate them. Companies love this trend as it makes you cheaper, easier to manage, and less likely to question broken systems. But for you, the worker, it's like locking yourself inside a digital cage while the world outside is on fire with new opportunities. Think of it. Global quit rates dipped sharply while AI jobs exploded by double digits. So, people are hugging jobs while the hottest opportunities are passing them by like trains in the night. Which train are you watching zoom past right now? And it's not just about missing opportunities. It's about missing identity. In tech, your brand is your currency. Every year you stay stuck, you're signaling to the market that you're okay with minimal growth. Compare that to someone who hops to a startup, learns Kubernetes, ships products, or even fails publicly but gains scars of experience. Which one do you think recruiters chase when the next wave of tech hiring hits? In an economy where LinkedIn is the new resume and GitHub is your portfolio, standing still is basically deleting yourself from the feed. And let's be real, you know you've seen friends leapfrog ahead while you stayed put. Let's zoom into the financial cost because money talks louder than motivation. The Work Institute estimates turnover costs companies over $15,000 per employee, which means they're fighting to keep you still. But what about the cost to you? Staying stagnant in tech for just 2 years could mean missing out on salary jumps of 20 to 30% that job switchers often enjoy. Over a decade, that's 6 figures lost. Not in some abstract sense, but in actual, tangible missed income. Imagine what 6 figures could do for your freedom. Investments, travel, starting your own business. That prison cell is costing you more than just boredom. Now, let's tie this to the current buzzword haunting every tech conversation. AI. If you're hugging your safe little job while AI is automating tasks around you, you're not safe. You're next. Early career folks are learning prompt engineering, ML ops, or pivoting into cybersecurity because those areas are exploding. Meanwhile, if you're still maintaining legacy systems without learning new skills, you're quietly writing your own redundancy slip. It's like guarding the prison while the walls collapse. You'll be the last one to notice you're standing in rubble. The twist? The job you're hugging might not even exist in 2 years. So why do we do it? Fear, plain and simple. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of explaining gaps in interviews. The labor market feels like a jungle, and you'd rather stay in your padded cage where the food is predictable. But fear disguises itself as logic. You say, "I'll stay until I'm ready." But the truth is, readiness never comes. It's created. Comment below. What's the biggest fear keeping you in your current job? Here's another layer of tension. The longer you hug, the harder it is to let go. Your network starts shrinking because you're not meeting new colleagues. Your LinkedIn headline feels outdated, so you avoid updating it altogether. You lose the sharpness of interviewing, the energy of learning, the thrill of shipping something new. Slowly, invisibly, you're training yourself to believe that comfort equals competence. And the day you do try to leave, you realize the cell door opens, but you've forgotten how to walk out. Let's make this practical, because theory without action is just Netflix-level entertainment. First, audit your skill stack. Write down what you learned in the last 6 months. If that list feels short, that's your first red flag. Second, update your LinkedIn profile and resume even if you're not actively job hunting. This signals to the algorithm and recruiters that you're alive. Third, start building in public. Post code snippets, share insights, or contribute to open source. Every little step breaks the bars of the cage, even if you're not ready to leap yet. And let's be clear, I'm not saying quit recklessly. Bills are real, responsibilities are real, and not everyone can just walk out tomorrow. But you can start testing the waters. Apply for roles casually, take technical interviews for practice, or freelance on the side. You don't have to quit today. You just have to stop hugging tomorrow. The prison cell loses power the moment you realize the key has been in your pocket the whole time. You need to realize the tech industry isn't asking for loyalty, it's asking for adaptability. The people getting ahead aren't the ones who stayed the longest. They're the ones who moved the fastest. Loyalty to a job is admirable, but loyalty to your growth is non-negotiable. Think of your career like version control. You need commits, updates, and merges to stay relevant. If you're stuck on the same branch forever, don't be surprised when no one pulls from it. And yes, that pun was intentional. This is where community comes in because growth is easier together. Drop in the comments. What's one skill you're learning right now? Or one you know you should learn but haven't started? By sharing, you create accountability, and who knows, you might find a study buddy or mentor in the replies. Tech careers are built in networks, not in isolation, which means your future network could start right here. Are you willing to go first? Hugging a job doesn't stop time, it just stops your progress. The industry will not wait for you, and your current employer will not protect you when the next disruption arrives. Think about Blockbuster employees hugging their jobs in 2005. Think about developers who never learned mobile when iOS and Android exploded. That's what hugging looks like when the world changes. You're not safe, you're obsolete. Do you want to be Blockbuster in the age of Netflix? So here's my call to action. Stop hugging, start building. Build skills, build networks, build courage. Open the cell door and take one step outside today. Whether that's updating your LinkedIn, signing up for a new course, or applying for one role just to test yourself. Fear is natural, but regret is permanent. You don't want to look back and realize your career was a cage of your own design. So what's your first step out of the cell? Tell me in the comments, because your escape plan might inspire someone else. Found this valuable? Watch our playlists for more practical, expert-level insights on digital transformation and leading your career into the next era of growth. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who needs a clearer strategy. Knowledge is power, and the more people who understand this, the more successful your organization will be. Simplify the tech, amplify the impact. If you care about keeping your online activity private and secure, NordVPN is one of the most reliable tools you can use. Their military-grade encryption ensures your data is safe from hackers, trackers, and even your internet service provider. You can bypass geo-restrictions to access content that's not available in your region. The app is easy to use across all major devices, from desktops to smartphones, and even your router. Use the link in the description to sign up for the current deal and secure your connection today.